though I know I should be wary. Till I venture something scary. Ghostly hauntings I turn loose. Beetlejuice! Beetlejuice! Beetlejuice!
There we go, everybody. Thanks to Z, who rocked the spell incantation tonight. But we are back tackling another spooktacular Halloween special tonight. And tonight it is Mickey Mouse's House of Villains. Z was really excited to join us tonight, so we saved this recording especially for him, and we're happy to have him.
I really appreciate it. The House of Mouse has always been like a very special series to me, and unfortunately, due to certain legal situations, primarily involving a certain vine swinger, it probably will never get on Disney Plus. But we still have the classic specials like this one. If my memory's right, this was the first special. This came out before Snowed In at the House of Mouse.
I think so.
I think so.
To make all of you remember this one feel really old, this came out in 2002.
I was a baby.
I was 12.
I was 7.
11, I believe. Or 12, I can't remember.
The spread of ages.
11.
If you like what we do and like the video, hit the like button, subscribe button, comment down below. We are trucking along with all of our October Halloween recordings, but if you want to help the channel, please share the video through all the legal places, Discord, Twitter, Bluesky, all those good things, and it really helps get our name out there and help us get more views, hopefully new subscribers and so on. But if you're feeling just a little bit generous, you can join our Patreon or our Subscribe Star if you don't want to deal with Patreon. Or if you don't want to deal with either of those places, you can buy us a coffee on Ko-fi. Each site will have their own exclusive contents going forward as we're waiting on Subscribestar to hash things out, but Patreon has Patreon exclusive content such as the Medea Homecoming movie.
The uncensored versions of all of our stuff.
Yes, unfortunately because of how YouTube works, we do have to apply additional edits to the videos. But if you want to see everything uncensored, you can join our Patreon right now. But let's hop on in.
Halloween night just used to look so different.
I miss the purple sky.
The full moon and the leaves.
Oh, House of Mouse.
Bad thing is, I gotta point this out. If Disney actually opened a club like the House of Mouse, it would probably be real popular.
I mean, considering how it's a cult classic.
Yeah. Alright, folks. Can you spot the one thing that doesn't belong in this screenshot?
Piglet.
Piglet.
Yep.
Why is he walking with the villains?
Why is he out on Halloween? There's an entire Winnie the Pooh special where the whole stick is Piglet being too scared and trying to make himself brave to go out to Halloween, and he makes a giant mech. I am not making a word of that up.
I know, the Heffalump movie, right?
Nope, this was before that.
No.
This was back during the original
Halloween scare.
Yeah, it was shown in the Heffalump movie, but that short appeared before before that aired. But still, the fact that Piglet made a Halloween mech.
Special shout out to Madam Mim. To me, Marvelous Madam Mim is one of the most underrated Disney villains. She gets shafted in most stories. In Fate, there's no design for her, male or female. In Once Upon a Time, they completely ignore her existence, even though they literally brought up Merlin, Arthur, and literally everything from the Sword and the Stone, but no Madam Mim. That pissed me off.
Honestly, she deserves to be in the middle because of the ones on screen, the 3 strongest are Hades, Maleficent, and her.
True.
Because the evil queen she cast a spell to turn ugly and made a poison apple.
See, here's the thing about that. In terms of witchcraft, thanks to the marvelous, wonderful Agatha Harkness, we know that witches come in all shapes and sizes. In this case, the evil queen would qualify under the pretense of a potion witch.
Yep.
Because she doesn't use magic for anything else. She uses potions to cast her spells. She specializes in her potions and such.
Unless we count the Once Upon a Time Regina Mills evil queen.
That's a completely different scenario, and that's a completely different scenario in Magic of itself. We're talking about pure Disney right here. So she is a potion witch. Because she needed ingredients and everything.
Though I will say this, I've seen parts of the live-action Snow. Sorry, reflex. But there are certain aspects that it seems that at least from what the bits I have seen, it does look like the Queen, at least in that movie, has a bit more magical mumbo within her, and with the mirror itself. And big shock spoilers, in the end of it doesn't end the same way as in the original animated film. And honestly, I can't tell which ending was better, because at least with the ending of the live action film, it actually ends with the evil queen dying by trying to destroy the mirror.
Interesting.
Like,
spoilers for anyone who hasn't seen that movie like me.
Or me.
Or who wants to.
So yeah, if you want to force us to watch it, you can join our
big a spoiler,
Patreon and make it happen.
Apologies, but it really isn't that big a spoiler. They kind of build it up throughout the whole thing. But it's more so what the mirror says to the witch that happens. That'll keep a secret.
Hey, Max.
And Jafar.
Hey, Max.
Anyone else remember that one episode where Ross
Here in the Age of Wonders.
To answer your question, Z, yeah, I do remember that episode. It's actually one of the episodes I kind of have to tilt my head at, because for this they use Max from an extremely goofy movie form where he's older and has a job, but when they bring Roxanne in, they use her design from the original, so there's a more striking size difference between them, and I'm just thinking, y'all couldn't have just aged her up for this one episode. Once this episode's over, she's gone forever. We never see her again outside of a cameo in the DuckTales reboot in a photo.
Especially considering that was supposed to be their first date, so that should have been right after the original Goofy movie.
Considering how House of Mouse works, continuity really doesn't matter that much. I mean, we have villains that should be dead, buried, or anything in between, so...
True.
That's fine. I don't mind the whole villains coming back and characters who should have died, because obviously Gaston's dead, yet he appears in a lot of episodes, like the one where he keeps going on, it's no one does this like Gaston, and then Timon calls him out, it's well, no one asked Gaston.
That's actually not a one episode thing. That's a running gag throughout the entire series.
But yeah, I can understand that. It's weird to me because you're having an older Max go on the first date with Roxanne, and you didn't age her up to match Max's design. Just make her a little taller. It didn't have to be much. Just make them look like they're still the same age when you clearly aged up Max in this.
Fair enough. That's the thing, is House of Mouse did a lot of amazing things, but they also didn't push as far as they honestly could have in certain aspects. To give an example, one of the earliest episodes, I think in the first episode, we saw Pepper Ann and her mom from a TV series. And as far as I can think, I don't think there's any other cases of characters from animated shows popping up in the House of Mouse. It's mostly all the theatrical film characters.
It's what you were just saying. If they ever redid the House of Mouse, I'd kind of like them to go all in like they did with that Once Upon a Dream special where all the Disney characters gathered to take a group photo because it was the anniversary.
Once Upon a Studio?
Yes, Once Upon a Studio, that one. I'd wish they do it like that and just go all in, and if they have to tweak the animation a little bit, I can honestly see easily some of these characters with a 2D design easy. They can even make it a gag, they're walking in their CGI forms, but when they step into the House of Mouse, they get the 2D form.
That would be interesting. And fun fact about the Once Upon a Studio, recently it was announced that they're actually making a set of experiences at the Hollywood Studios at the Disney park.
Alright, passing the mic over to Kings.
Here's one way I think of House of Mouse. I think of it like the Cartoon Network City, and I know a lot of people hate it, but the concept of Rescue Rangers where cartoons are actors.
Kings, I will ask you as a friend to never mention that particular film again. You knew what you were doing.
Yeah, that movie is a red for Z.
Red? That thing's
a
scarlet.
hardcore red. But yeah, let's jump back into the special.
It's the Ghost Boys. Hey, Donald.
I ain't scared of no goose.
Donald, on the scarometer, you're barely a squeal.
She's right.
You're not gonna frighten anyone dressed up like a big red bunny.
Hold up, I just noticed something that I never really bothered to acknowledge before.
Oh?
Oh, hold up. Wait, what? Pause.
What's up?
Okay, something's occurred to me. When it shows Daisy in the mirror, like she appears directly behind him, but then she has to walk on the scene. Like, look.
Bane, don't you realize what this is?
Oh, no.
Oh, that's the f***ing Evil Queen's mirror.
No.
Yeah,
It's
that's in there.
first perspective.
No! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! We're not doing that! We're not doing that! No! We're not doing that! I refuse! We're not doing it!
For those that don't know, Phineas and Ferb broke
I swear to God, hit the play button or I'm taking us all out.
Still, you're right.
Well, I just called something
Big
else.
red bunny.
Look
Okay,
at the
pause.
background.
The
Johnny
evil
Appleseed
queen.
is giving apple to the evil queen. What the frick?
You can't blame him. He doesn't know her.
If he's been to this club even once, he would know her. Like, let's face it.
Okay, real quick. In this skit, the evil queen tries to poison Mickey with the poison apple, and Mickey straight up Looney Tunes her ass by baking her a pie, and it smells so good she eats it, and it's like, oh, what kind of pie is this? Apple! And then you see the poison skull thing rising from the pie, and the witch kills over. I don't know much about this series, but I've seen like clips of it here, there, and everywhere. So I'll pass the mic over to Z so he can explain.
Alright, so the Mickey Mouse cartoons are the Paul Rudish cartoons. They're called that way because of the particular style. They started off as like simple little quick short bits, but eventually it got to the point where it actually had its own like full series on Disney Plus and several longer specials called The Wonderful World of Mickey Mouse, and mostly they spend about seasons and stuff. But the short you're talking about, Paper, the thing about that little bit is that it was not intentional Looney Tuning. Like, here's the thing. The entire skit, the evil queen's trying to off Mickey because he's so good, and Mickey doesn't realize that the apple is poisoned.
Oh yeah.
So the whole Looney Tunes bit, that the thing about it is that's completely unintentional.
So him making the apple for her was just him trying to be nice.
Pretty much.
Yep.
And the thing about the Paul Rouge cartoons is that they, about a few years ago or so, they actually stopped with that series altogether, with the final episode being Steamboat Silly, which is sort of his celebration of Mickey by referring back to his original showing, Steamboat Willie. I think that would be a good short for us to do, if ever.
True.
Like, the thing about those Paul Rouge cartoons, they're not pigeonholed into keeping Mickey the happy-go-lucky, always chipper mascot that Disney tries to keep him as. They actually let him and all the other characters go completely wild. And some of these shorts just get really freaky. To give you an example, there is a short where we see Zombie Goofy.
Oh, I remember that one.
There's a short where we
The shorts
see
are honestly
Goofy in a
good.
dress.
That's nothing new, honestly. I'm pretty sure that's in some of the how-to shorts, too.
I meant the Grandma Goofy.
Oof, that one I remember. In fact, we even have one where it's like, oh, go fine. But we'll continue on.
Okay.
Hi, Chairman Bob. You still look sexy as always.
Ratigan and the Little Bat, Maleficent's Minions,
That's
Frollo,
Claude Frollo.
and Fame already shouted out for gosh darn it,
Turbong.
Bob.
him.
Literally Disney Satan.
Okay.
Wait a minute, you were just an old woman.
You got dressed for the occasion.
When did
Evil
you
Queen,
change?
Lady Tremaine.
Evil Queen, Lady Tremaine, not a villain, but the hippo and alligator from Fantasia.
This is interesting.
Dang, you smell a salty. They need to have several seats.
Aw, relax, Minnie. It's Halloween. I'm sure they're not up to any tricks.
You sure,
that-
Mickey?
Don't you believe it?
Also, the fact that Hook is holding the drink like that.
Halloween at the house of
I mean,
Oh,
Clara, bitch.
if this were my house, I'd run things differently.
And a splash of evil. Pillage and plunder.
Blah, blah, blah.
Add a splash of evil.
All talking.
Oh, look, Ursula's here.
Bunch of dumb
And Iago calling all of them out.
Pause. Okay, I gotta do this one. Just rip. R.I.P. the voice actor of Iago.
Yes, he did pass.
Like, outside of the Aladdin movies and the cartoon, and any other movies he was in, these are the only way we're still going to be able to hear his voice.
Gilbert Gottfried.
And the old Affleck commercials.
And I can only say this, at least he wasn't around to see the live-action Aladdin.
But he had a lot of roles under his belt. He voiced Iago in Kingdom Hearts as well. He reprised his role for that.
And I love every second of that.
He was Santa Claus in The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy.
I knew that voice was familiar.
He was Digit in Cyber Chase.
Yeah, that tracks.
Dr. Bender in The Fairly Odd Parents.
Oh yeah, that one I knew.
Mr. Mixus Pitalik in the Superman the Animated
He was
Series. Yes.
The original version.
Not the newest one.
Oh, I know, in the original.
Yeah.
He also played the Justice League action version in 2016. So if he had been alive, he probably would have been the newest one.
I doubt that, mostly because the newer one is in terms of design, such a different version.
Several very good roles.
I do have to mention one little itty bitty, small, tiny nitpick. All their powers and such, why is their big goal taking over a nightclub?
To be fair, it's one of the most popular nightclubs there is, and it's Mickey, the literal face of Disney.
He made his own nightclub, which is usually empty. So, why not just go there?
Why do you think he's here?
It is
The
empty.
villains don't like Pete.
But yeah, the House of Mouse is like an anchor of Disney. Taking it over would be like claiming and like undoing all the past mistakes of their movies. Which we'll actually see in a little bit, where they actually like lock up all the heroes and good guys in the basement, because it's like they've won, and now with them as control, like taking over the House of Mouse, it literally changes, I think if I remember correctly, it changes the atmosphere around them. Like it messes with the sky and everything else.
There is the book series Kingdom Keepers, where the main characters actually have to prevent the villains from taking over Disney World.
You'll all have to wait until midnight.
The witching hour.
Musketeer Halloween. So grab your garlic and get set for America's Most Haunted.
I miss Mike.
Count Mickey Mouse.
Welcome, my children. Oh boy, I love
Dracula wants to sue you, Mouse.
things around town. Why, turn of
No, that's the other Halloween episode.
His house, just make a right
Pause.
on Bald Mountain.
With what Fame just said, like in Mickey's voice, it's like, haha, he can try.
Mickey has better lawyers.
It's not. You don't just got better lawyers. He's got better everything.
It's horrible, but it reminds me of a joke. It goes, a handyman dies and goes to hell. So he starts fixing everything. He fixes the water, he fixes the boiler, he fixes the heater. God looks down, gets mad, and says, "You guys send him back." Devil replies, "No way, it's finally getting nice down here." And God threatens to sue. The devil looks at him and says, "With what lawyer? They're all down here."
I mean, it fits.
I have a relative who's a lawyer, so don't be shooting too many.
Hey, at least I didn't do the B-movie joke.
Oh god, if you did that, I would beat you.
We have a bonk sound.
So if you want Z to join us for the B movie, you know what to do. Patreon, Ko-fi, Subscribe Star. The right price makes it happen.
You know what, the B movie ain't that bad.
Because it's true.
Why, I
It's funny.
Hades.
That's funny.
He was really painting the town dead.
First time we see this with legs.
Hey, I also heard there's a big shindig over at the elephant graveyard. It's BYOB. Bring your own bones.
The fact they managed to sneak that joke in.
BYOB.
Bring your own
What?
booze.
Oh, yeah, that tracks.
Just a little point to the, like what we said about consistency with the House of Mouth being all over the place. Like with the evil queen switching between being old lady to her queenly. Case in point, Simba and Nala being switched between their adult forms and cubs constantly.
True.
But to be fair to that, they were played by different actors. So literally you could
True.
say, this is the actor of young Simba, young Nala, and then their adult forms are the actors, air quotes, of older Simba and older Nala. BYOB thing, if you're watching the Van Wilder freshman year movie, they play that on that joke again, but it was done by a religious group and it was Bring Your Own Bible.
Hey, Ed.
His laugh was fitting for that.
A thing that you can do it, Fame.
And now,
I literally have a talent. Hold on. I have a talent for voice acting when it comes to things like this. And if you don't believe me, you should hear my Rolf from Ed and Eddie impression.
Only voice I can do is Stitch.
Let me see if I can do it real quick. Hello, Ed boys. Too much for couch potato woodheaders like yourself. You dare mess with the son of a shepherd?
Yeah. I like Rooster!
Fame is our resident voice talent. They did an amazing job on some of our other Halloween special recordings with various different spells. And straight up, some of the stuff that they pull off, chef's kiss, superb.
Yeah, the most
I
I
know.
do is change my voice to go from very deep to very high. But that's about it.
I know, they don't call me a knockout for nothing. After all, sometimes voice acting is just a matter of how you control your vocal cords. And here's one of my absolutely favorite ones to do. Sometimes forget is just like a bad perv, Reverend. You just don't take.
It also helps that you're one big...
What?
You heard me, Volpine.
No, repeat that one more time. I want to hear that. I didn't hear you.
I said, it also helps that you're one big ham.
I'm not a ham. I'm the ham. Thank you.
You're say, Pumbaa.
See, now I want to watch the full thing. I want to hear the full song. Donald?
I'm pretty sure that even his prince form could scare Donald.
Oh, look.
No Fame doesn't to take a pot shot.
That was the king.
And the White Rabbit, Butterfly Coast, Tweedledee, and Tweedledum.
Donald, that's not the one you want to with.
And look, she's
Leave my
back
husband alone.
She's back to the evil
Look,
old
again.
form.
That poor duck.
Which again, going by the actor standards, the actor theory, that's the old witch actor who replaced the
So sit back, relax,
beautiful
and
queen
let's get
actor.
lucky.
Hold up, wait. Why in the world is he sitting at a table with Maleficent?
To be fair, I'm pretty sure the seating arrangements change every time they cut back to the tables.
They do.
Panic is the blue one, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Maleficent would eat him alive. Literally.
I mean, he's more competent than her other minions.
Tired Mickey Mouse trying to sleep, but he came.
Oh, the creepy
right, this-
house.
There were plenty in this house that he had.
The AI house.
And the drafts, they were.
This doesn't really feel like a Halloween short, honestly.
Clunk, making pipes sputter, steam, rattle, and plunk. With a slap and a bang.
Yeah, this one seems out of place.
This noise it continued.
Fun fact, I actually did this plot in the Paul Roos cartoons, and I honestly think they handled it better. Particularly because they had not just Mickey, but Donald and Goofy involved too.
I thought that I could, but I couldn't be wronger.
He threw off his blankets and slunk to the sink.
Perhaps I'll feel better after a drink.
But the water came out in a way unexpected. It sprayed from the drain and his face misdirected. He wiped off his mug in angry defeat.
Ooh, that's the last straw. My decision's complete. I'm fed up with clanking, kerslamming, and squeaking, the whistling and knocking, and roof always creaking.
Poor Mickey was irked, a bit peeved.
Another point to House of Mouse is that they actually let Mickey be mad.
Move away. So he gathered his things and
And personally,
the last thing he did
the
was
character of a house can be good because,
Pluto
like,
and he marched up the next street where new
let me pause for this. Okay, it is incredibly hard to fall asleep in complete silence. You never think about it, but there's always some noise that you hear that helps you sleep, be it a fan, the hum of an electronic, but just complete silence isn't something humans are mentally meant to withstand for long periods.
stood all smelling neat. He found a nice dwelling that drew his attention, with automatic devices of the latest invention.
This house is electric.
Said the salesman with pride.
And of course it's a weasel.
This red button, you'll travel inside.
With the flick of a switch and the pull of a lever, the house it transformed.
This is really quite clever.
The design's ergonomic for comfort. You
Oh, good
see.
grief, the rhyming.
The salesman as he pushed buttons 1, 2, and 3.
The furniture folds right into the wall.
It makes a great shortcut into the hall.
This kitchen is sparkling.
It's synthetic steel. There's even a robot who can cook you a meal.
But how do the floors here all stay
That
Should dust ever settle, there's a vacuum machine.
Are there shutters that bang, slap, rattle, or slam?
Not a one, not a bit, not at all, my good man.
I'll take this new house,
said Mickey with zeal. After escrow and closing, the contract was sealed.
This newfangled house is now where I'll stay.
He then thanked the salesman and sent him away. So Mickey
oh, if only it was that easy.
modern recliner with buttons galore.
Well, for someone as rich as Mickey, it probably is.
It was his right away. With a touch of a button, he got a snack tray. His chair, it reclined and rubbed his back so. Then on came some music.
I wouldn't
and
mind
dim
that
lights
chair.
low. Said Mickey with a yawn as he scratched on his head.
Ooh, it's time for a bath. Then I'll toddle to bed.
He pressed the red button and rolled across the floor. His chair went upstairs through the new bathroom door. With a splash and a splunk, the brushes did clean.
What a wonderful thing, this bathing machine.
Special arms then conveyed him.
You're saying that now, Mickey, but just you wait.
Then a story was read.
It was pressing.
Mickey was
Something something that foul awaits you.
But he tossed and he turned as his thoughts did.
No, an AI house.
Buttons and switches and movable stairs, computer controls on reclining chairs.
There's so many things in this house.
See, this is the reason I can't sleep in dead silence. My brain won't shut up. I need to hear or listen to something.
Discovered it blocked. There
See,
stood
the day a robot tries to tell me I can't leave my bedroom is the day a robot gets dismantled.
This just isn't right.
I've got enough experience with a screwdriver. I'm taking it apart. Who else agrees?
Forget taking it apart. I'm gonna.
Forget a screwdriver. Just give me a bat or an axe.
The rest, I want to get up. Stop being a pest.
Mickey scampered away, heading straight for the door, but the robot was fast and stopped him once more.
But this is my house. You're making me angry. Don't cheese off this mouse.
Bat joke.
So he turned and he climbed out of the open window and snuck away quietly on tippy.
Oh look, half-naked Mickey. How the fandom screams and horny.
Out in the back, the robot was waiting for another attack.
Enough is enough. I'll take this no more. If you want to play rough, get ready for war. A bucket of water. That's just the right thing. When the robot comes in, I'll pull on the string.
Mickey readied his plan.
Oh no. Mickey, wait a minute.
Then, with a snap, the bucket tipped over.
Take cover!
Came out, it splashed and it soaked him.
That bucket held more water than it should.
He sparked and he fizzed. That man made of.
You would think this thing would be waterproof.
And bolted.
Especially being a kitchen robot.
Yeah.
Electricity surged in the house all about, zapping the circuits and shorting them out. Food from the fridge was flung in the air. It splattered and splattered.
Lobster, steak, cake,
He ducked and he jumped.
tacos.
Tacos.
The jelly that hit him was cherry, not grape.
Ugh. I prefer jelly. I prefer grape.
And repeatedly
Same.
scrubbed with soap on a stick.
Wow.
And wet Mickey Mouse tried to flee, but the vacuum was now on a house cleaning spree. The hoses, they swung, they flailed, and they sucked. The brushes whooshed past, forcing Mickey to duck. He grabbed up a lamp and began to fight back. But right at that moment, the recliner attacked. Mechanical hands squeezed him up tight, but Mickey was valiant.
I've heard of getting manhandled, but that's a new one.
When things looked their bleakest and all hope seemed lost, Mickey picked up the chair and gave it a toss. It hit the controls and smashed them to bits.
Oh no.
The buttons, they flashed and flickered in fits. Mickey spotted his chance to get safely away. He snatched up his dog and then he did say,
This place is a monster, not what I'd call home.
he watched that new house shake, sputter, and groan.
And this is why people have problems with AI houses.
He turned to his pup and said,
AI in general.
We weren't in it.
To be fair, some things AI can be good for. Like
Until it turns bad.
a stove that you can control from your phone to be able to help with cooking, or
Until a child gets their hand on their phone and decides to mess with the buttons.
or a coffee pot that turns on and starts brewing your coffee in the morning so that you don't have to worry about forgetting to make your coffee before work.
And like we saw with 911, the ex-girlfriend got a hold of the codes and started hijacking his house from a distance.
And almost killed him.
You're not winning this one, King. This is like, nah.
No, I agree that AI can be bad. I'm just saying that there are some small instances where it is good.
In moderation.
And they both strode away, Mickey and Pluto, with nowhere to stay. The rays of the morning, light greeting Mickey Mouse with a warm, friendly sight. A little wood house that needed some paint. It wasn't quite perfect, but still, it was quaint.
Oh, we could stay here just for a while,
Said Mickey to Pluto with a wry little smile. Later that night, all warm in his bed, Mickey Mouse snuggled up as sleep came to his head. The furnace, it clanked, it rattled, it shocked. The shutters flew back, they slammed and they knocked. The wind, it did whistle round the chimney, it moaned. But Mickey didn't stir, 'cause he knew he was home.
See, this one's not really Halloween based.
Hey, hold up, hold
Hey, look,
up.
it's Snoop.
I know that guy in the background.
Yeah, that's
the
Mr.
Rescuers.
Snoop from Rescuers.
Ah,
Also, Witch's
Hey,
Table,
Hazel.
Witch Hazel.
Hey, she is here.
the fate.
So Donald, no, it's not gonna work.
We've got our eye on you. I'm furry. I'll never be scary.
Donald may be trying to scare everybody, but here's a story where he gets spooked himself.
The following presentation will demonstrate
Uh-oh,
how
to be a
to
ghost.
Oh no.
But before we begin,
Oh, this
I like
one.
this one. I honestly love this one. It has some good jokes.
Is it weird this is the second time Disney has made Goofy dead to scare somebody? This time Ghost, Zombie in the future.
a ghost.
Ghost!
There are probably like a few other ones.
Why, you, my friend.
Me?
Yes, you have just joined the ranks of the supernatural.
Oh, that explains what all that racket was out there. Hey! I'm not ready to be dearly departed!
Don't you worry, it's only temporary. Just long enough for you to demonstrate.
I don't love how they just say that. It's like, oh look, death. It's only temporary.
Choose a house to haunt.
I mean, when it is, it is.
It's all about location, location, location. And what better place to look
Sounds too
than
much like moving to me.
the classified ads.
Classified ads? Really, people?
Fog
Goofy
and
does
shrouded
it.
breakfast nook and formal dining room. Yeah, perfect. Oh, hunting I will go.
Oh, hunting I will go. Hunting I will go.
The merry-o.
Here you.
Oh, hunting I will go.
I will go.
Selecting a hauntee. Hauntee number 1 is a likable mouse and popular American icon.
Oh gosh, I'm scared.
Hauntee number 2 is a
Interesting art style, I just noticed. It's different from the rest of the House of Mouse.
I'm scared too.
And finally,
Particularly with the line art.
Hauntee 3 is a hot-headed doctor.
Hi, Clarabelle.
Back up.
I'm furry. Nothing scares me.
Uh-huh.
I know who I'm gonna pick.
Sure, Donald.
Y'all knew that.
Step 3. Being creepy.
Being
Nothing's
creepy.
quite creepier than the creaky front door, which opens all by itself.
In this day and age,
Oh, automatic doors. How convenient.
not so much.
Having successfully creeped
I got the one thing about a lot of the scary stuff is that
you're now ready
with the current times, a lot of those things that might be scary aren't as much.
with an
I mean, to be fair, they're either scary or people have turned them into something naughty.
about in a menacing manner.
Yeah, we all know about that Ghostbusters scene.
Exactly.
It's interesting what Goofy can phase through and what he doesn't phase through.
As panic and terror wash
I feel like it's because he doesn't have as much control.
No, obviously, but I just find it hilarious.
made possible by the unique eye holes that have been cut in the sheet.
Eye holes?
Now you tell me.
Step 5.
At least he didn't go the Charlie Brown route where he made a lot of holes.
Is afraid of the dark. Use this knowledge to your haunting advantage.
Winner's hats.
Where is he keep?
Handle. Match.
Glow stick.
Oh, this is getting silly.
This is the one time I'm like, this is where you really get to see Goofy starting to actually get annoyed with things. Because he can tell none of this is working.
A ghost has a wide array of scary sounds with which to frighten their unwitting victim.
Reference to the Mickey's Christmas Carol. Goofy movie?
When he begins to notice it's not working.
The leaf blower. That'd be scary to Squidward.
I just don't understand it. How to sleep with
This is
with your. This was abs. Okay, no, this was okay. Pause for a second. Yeah, this was like how the was he just like? There's no way he fell asleep that quickly with his eyes open. Like what the hell?
Or he could stay asleep with all that racket.
Exactly. That doesn't make any sense.
The How To cartoon. They never do.
I've actually done it, guys. I have slept one time with my eyes open for the entire night, and
How'd that work out for you?
it is the trippiest thing in the world. Like, you know how people say they get sleep paralysis demons?
Yeah.
And a whole night of that.
Oof. I'd just be worried about your eyes being dry as hell.
Actually, you still blink.
That's terrifying.
Yeah. I literally was asleep and watched my mom come in, put clothes up, leave the room without her ever even noticing that I was staring at her while sound asleep. Of course, I've also carried on full conversations in my sleep.
I just talk in my sleep in general. I actually was once a part of a Boy Scout group, and we were sleeping in the mess hall because a really big storm hit us, and my friends and I were all sleeping together. I didn't even realize hearing me have a conversation with something in my sleep.
I've actually driven in my sleep once without getting hurt. It was back when I was working at a certain place, and I had to drive this like little kiddie train. I'd driven that train on a track so often, my body literally can just shut down, and that literally drives by itself.
This was actually something that happened to me like last year. I was on a phone call with my friends, and I was sitting in my chair. I closed my eyes for about 5 seconds. I woke up and found out somehow I had not only changed out of my clothes into my pajamas, but it also climbed in bed, pulled off my glasses, and already put my hair up in my do-rag, all while I was asleep, and somehow managed to brush my teeth.
That's the real kicker.
Sadly, my experiences have not been the good kind. I've actually fallen asleep behind the wheel and had an accident, and it shook me to this day. I have severe anxiety while driving because the last thing I remember was stopping at a stoplight. Then the next thing I know, I'm 3 streets down and my car is wrecked.
Understandable.
So, yeah, like I was doing pretty well. Like I was still able to get behind the wheel of the car as long as I was driving within my area. Like I could drive to work and back again. But now, like with like my pain and the medication I'm on, and I'm always so drowsy, it's like, nope, like I'm gripping that wheel like so tight, and I'm like, because I'm trying to stay awake and alert, and like, nope.
But back to it.
Oh, come on. I'm tired of being a ghost. Hey, Donald, wake up.
This smug ass grin. Now he's confused why he's running?
But
I gotta give the short credit. It has really good animation.
That's all he had to do.
Sorry, Donald.
That's all he had to do was get Donald to be scared to death.
Now you are too. Now, settle down, Donald. It's only
The fact Donald can't touch him.
Just long enough to demonstrate how to end the cartoon. Begin the end by chasing each other into the distance, then scream comically. Follow Iris out.
Everybody knows there's only one thing to really be afraid of on Halloween, and that's ghosts. Especially when they're the lonesome ghosts.
Now for the classic. Pause it for a second, D. Alright, so this is a clip we see often, but we got Bongo and his girlfriend at the front, Hercules Phil, Friar Tuck to the right, as well as Pecos Bill and his horse, and to the left we have the Reluctant Dragon and his friend, and then Maleficent, of course.
And Diablo.
They changed the seating arrangements.
And Dumbo and the Crows.
So, Goofy, having a spooky time?
Yup, but not as spooky as the time I dressed up in those skin-tight yellow leotards.
Right.
Nah,
Hit it, Horace!
Hit it, Horace.
this one.
Alright, pause. So this particular short. Paper, you mentioned earlier that the Witch Hazel short got cut down a good chunk, right?
Shaved down, but yes.
Learning that, I wish they'd kept the entirety of that short, and possibly just got rid of this short entirely, because this short honestly aggravates me.
Why is that?
It's bad.
To make it simple, for one thing, this short's been reused multiple times in House of Mouse episodes and such. It's also just kinda dumb, and it doesn't even fit the Halloween vibe other than the creepy kid.
Yeah.
No fair.
The robot house made more sense in being in this than this one does. Plus, it just this short just kind of bores me, and we just had a Goofy cartoon not that long ago.
Yeah, this one is just... If we weren't doing
Alright,
recording,
continue.
I'd skip it.
Okay, I remember this one.
The only thing I like about it is the music, but that's just because they're using a classical song.
A good one and a classic. But I really don't like how it's flying with their butts.
Also, is it dark because they're literally being eaten?
I mean, are they digested though?
Because the frog ate 3 of them, and the fish ate 2 of them.
It doesn't look like they're missing that too many though.
Even the flowers are trying to eat them.
The one who was missing. Good grief. Like he's not even using his magic for this. Like, really? Tinkerbell and her friends would be insulted. Also, again, can somebody tell me, why are there wings on their butt?
No clue.
Is it to reference the butterfly tramp stamp that people get over their butts?
That
It
one
is.
has a meaning.
Would hope not.
Oh no.
Anyone else think this is Sid?
I was just thinking that, yeah.
Yeah, that fits.
After the toys tried to kill him, he moved on.
No, this was before.
This would be before. He started with bugs, and then the fairies
And
did the
then
thing that they
boy.
did. Yep.
I love how the music fits in with the whole thing of what they're doing, like you said, Paper.
Like, there's been like a few cartoon specials that have done that like just tickle me just the right way.
Run!
Oh, good grief!
This feels like a bit like Tom and Jerry, honestly.
It does.
And on to the cheese pizza.
Kid, you left that much pizza out?
I'm more worried about the skull.
No, because like with the way that pizza looked, it looked so old.
Yeah.
Also, there's somebody else who this kid reminds me of in terms of his looks. Everyone remember? Huh? But yeah, I was gonna say, he reminds me of Montana Max.
Who?
Montana Max.
I can see that.
Yeah.
I thought you were thinking that rude little brat from Pinocchio.
Oh no, him too. Are this kid's parents just not home? Do they not hear any of this?
Probably. Gotta get that one last bit of slapstick.
I feel like Tinkerbell and the other fairies are looking to sue.
I'm looking for some payback.
Or Tinkerbell movie.
Okay, let's see. Look! The evil stepsister.
Pinocchio.
Elliot, Merlin. I can't tell the ones in the far back.
Neither can I.
Song of the South. Eesh.
Very rare for them to
No wonder they
that.
No wonder they put him so far in the background. Cheshire Cat.
Hey, Hades.
Obviously the Mary Poppins penguins.
Yep.
Salt
Work
and
as waiters.
Jasmine.
No.
Say, isn't it time for your Halloween trick?
Patience, Iago. Midnight nears.
And now, put on your best grim grins for this
Oh,
Halloween
boy.
treat.
Hey, Ed, Shanzi, and
Bonsai. Shenzi,
Thank you.
Bonsai, and Ed.
thank you. I either forget Shenzi or Bonsai. I always remember Ed.
It's easy to remember him.
Shenzi's the most memorable because she's got Whoopi Goldberg's voice, I think.
Lady and the Tramp, Madam Mim.
March Hare, Mad Hatter, Robin Hood, Little John, Baloo, Bagheera.
Oh my god. They literally have Baloo sitting right next to Little John.
Yeah, they do that joke a lot.
I could make so many jokes about bears and their bottoms right now, but I'm not going to.
In the original intro of the show, you actually see Baloo and Little John interacting.
Okay,
who
but,
are the four at the top?
I think they're from Fantasia, I think. Don't quote me on that.
If you know
You
who
guys
they
know
are,
where
comment
those
down
four-
below.
And there's Madam
Yep.
Mim again, right next to Geppetto.
And we also got Snow White and the Dwarves up top.
And Lady and the Tramp.
Grumpy is not happy.
When is
he ever?
When Snow White was found out not to be dead.
What's it? Okay, here we go.
Sorry, Millie, but we don't want to be dull villains on Halloween.
Millie, you could have screamed. Your mouth wasn't covered.
Okay, everybody, now it's time for a change of pace. Lights out.
Lights out!
Right you are.
Right you are, Millie. It's Halloween, you know, and with just the right touch.
I never understood that pose.
There are wholesome, happy faces hanging out. Feeling fine. Everyone's a friend of mine. Inside this evil joint, every guest gets to the point. This day will end in infamy. Ghost of Mouse's history!
Okay, fun fact. Those ghosts that are flying around, they're actually the ghosts from the Haunted Mansion at the end of the ride.
Well said there. It's the fact you can't ignore. Shut the windows, lock the door. It's our house now. Raise your mugs, you thieves and thugs. Join the rabble, rousing crowd. It's our house now.
Hey, Ka.
Every evil thing just do us applause. Hold on, go right to when it's them next to each other. Seriously, look at this! Look at this! Sharon Bog is trying to put the moves on Maleficent, and look how she's reacting.
To be fair,
the mistress of all evil, and the very embodiment of evil for Disney in general.
they also did do Hades and Maleficent as a pairing in this show.
That's actually not exclusive to this show. Funny enough, in a lot of Disney properties and shows, there's actually some sort of quote-unquote love triangle between Hades, Maleficent, and the Evil Queen. Particularly in the show on the Disney Cruise Dream called Villains Tonight.
This brings back what I remember most from the Sleeping Beauty, when Maleficent transforms and she's like, "And all the powers of hell." So, did she make a deal with Chernabog for the power? Cause
who knows?
He does say, "Love your work."
I'm just saying this right now. I ship them. I ship it. Like Maleficent and Chernabog, I ship it. That's a power couple right there.
Where's Rapunzel?
This was before she got introduced.
Yeah,
every Roden has his day.
Actually, that's a point to the Evil Queen, to Queen of Hearts. He has an entire army. A ceiling
dead. Off of the heads, wonderful, with no regrets. Only greedy, dirty deeds are alive. With both puppies! Take a hike, tickies! It's on the house now!
Alright, King, can you rewind and pause it right where they have all the non-villain characters in the kitchen?
Only greedy, dirty deeds are allowed.
Okay, so I want you to look at this picture and take note of a particular character in there that honestly should not be in there.
So we got Peter Pan.
I'll give you a clue. He's blue.
Genie. He's
Genie!
Strong.
How the frick is Genie stuck in there?
Take a look. He has the manacles. This is the lamp-bound Genie.
The manacles don't mean because we see him with the manacles in the sequel film Return of Jafar. He has the manacles nearly in every single one of his appearances, except for that one scene of him getting freed. That's part of his design. That's rarely ever been changed.
I can answer this. I can literally answer this. Z, you just brought up Return of Jafar. Literally, Jafar has the power to capture Genie and leave him powerless. Because don't forget, he captured everybody.
There's also the fact that they're dealing with not just Jafar, they're dealing with a whole lot of other villains, and everybody else is there. Plus, Jafar said this was a spell he was casting, which means he needed midnight to cast the spell. So the moment that they cast it, it probably made it so people like Genie weren't able to use their magic.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, fair enough. Actually, there is one point, we'll go to it later in the film, that actually lines up perfectly.
It's our house now! It's our house now!
Now that the House of Mouse is our house, things are going to be a little different.
All right, Jafar. You've had your fun. Now I'm here to set things right. And I brought my
Mickey.
boys. So,
Mickey.
are you gonna get off my stage?
Mickey.
Or are we gonna have to make you?
Him.
This is the most we've seen of Chernobog's lower half in any form of Disney media ever.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people out there who'd like to see the middle half.
Uh-huh.
I know you're all out there in the comment section. I'm calling you all out.
I gotta make the joke.
You're calling yourself out.
Mine are bigger.
I mean, he's not wrong.
He has the sea witch, the god of the dead, and the devil against a mouse, a duck, and a dog. Seems like overkill.
Also, I'd like to remind everybody that Ursula is technically a goddess, but she is the daughter of Poseidon.
And especially that scaredy duck are about to get a real fright.
And see, look, the sides of the screen changed.
Oh, I love this one!
You know, you have to wonder, was House and Mouse part of the inspiration for Kingdom Hearts?
It probably was.
That's Minnie.
Or Figaro.
Hey, Mickey.
For some reason,
Like, they really went all out for the trick-or-treating.
Count Michael.
I wouldn't.
And he still took all the candy.
Oh no, Goofy. Gosh dang it, Goofy. It's Halloween.
I just had a thought. The second time in the Disney property, we have an Easter Bunny appearance in a Halloween property.
What was the other?
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh, yeah. Where they kidnapped them thinking he's Santa Claus.
It's like, make sure you take him home first.
You have to wonder if they did.
I bet they had to. They had no other choice.
Yep, that's the thing. Jack could really mess those kids up.
To be fair, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, but they probably were more afraid of Oogie Boogie.
Okay. The fact that right here makes his house look like it's on the ocean.
It kind of always is.
Yeah.
It's forced perspective.
No! We're not starting that! We're not doing this!
We need to
Wait, what happened?
we need to get a sound button of that.
A sound band of what?
Forced perspective.
I will asphyxiate you.
I don't know.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
Yeah, warn him, sure.
Yeah, fair point to this is it's only in recent years that we see Donald taking a more parental role with the new DuckTales. Most cases, yeah, he's kind of like this.
Sir!
Here's what we're gonna do.
We're gonna beat his ass.
So is that supposed to be like a chair, or...
It is.
Dun, 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 dun,
I forgot. I have candy. I'll be right back. I'm grabbing candy while we watch this.
He's such a d***.
And had this coming.
3 young ducks have gone a-missing. You seen this fella? No? Then try this.
Yeah, Donald, you better start running, duck.
Run, ducky, run.
Dun, 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 dun.
Hold it, you bad maniac person!
Okay, I honestly think that only Goofy was the one that actually thought he was a maniac.
He probably did.
He and Minnie were probably just messing with him.
Minnie probably enjoyed that.
Oh, not a doubt. Bitch, what you want to do with a ladle?
Same
Mickey,
thing.
wait a minute! Hold up! Hold up! Back up! Mickey! Mickey! Good grief, man!
He's gonna stink a bit.
I knew the mouse was cutthroat, but this was ridiculous! He's gonna stink with a wooden stake! What the f***?
And the mallet. He ain't about to pitch a tent.
Mickey, if you're at least gonna stab him with some wood, make sure it's over our open flame.
Roast duck.
Get him!
And see, we only see these 3. Wait till Daisy gets her hands on him.
Ooh, that's true.
Full tilt.
Tilt. They should have had tilt on the tombstone.
Huey, Dewey, Lowe.
And the horror movie aspect.
Like, you guys aren't doing a bad job of scaring him to death.
To be fair, it's not that hard to scare Donald.
So much so that it became the main plot point in Three Musketeers for him.
I have to wonder, did they already dig that, or was that just there already?
Probably just there already, I would guess. But then again, they buried themselves under dirt, so... And got tombstones with their names.
Goofy!
Watch it! Watch it!
Goofy, it's still the wrong costume!
Yeah.
At least as can be.
Forming.
Now what do we do?
Oh, I love this joke.
Daisy, go in there with her!
You're so mad.
Oh, I have.
And now...
Oh, I have.
When?
face.
When?
You know they have a good relationship when they know how each other look when they're really mad.
What this reminds me of, I don't know if this is a callback to it or what, when Hop Hop asked Anne's father, it's like, have you ever seen her go that crazy before? And he just has that look of like, no. Opens so many questions.
I think the time that made her mad was when Mickey's brain got swapped with Julius.
No, that came after this, I think.
And now, I've saved the best for last.
Listen, you. I'm giving you and all the other villains just 30 seconds to turn this back.
Minnie, what were you gonna do?
30, 29, 28, 27.
He didn't even need one of the big hitters.
Now, let's
Looks just like. Excuse me, I'm taking up the trash.
scream.
Roll it, big bag.
We literally tossed this out. Oh, this is the fucking.
Hansel and Gretel. I'm reminded now of the Bugs Bunny cartoon involving this. My name is Gretel, and my name is Hansel.
Hansel?
Hansel?
James.
Hansel?
Hansel.
Hansel.
Oh, looking at all this is making my stomach. Oh, my stomach pop up.
I wish I had candy.
I bought some earlier today.
Most I got for a snack.
I'm actually eating Warhead sour cubes right now.
Most I got for a snack is popcorn.
Yeah, that's decent. May not be candy, but it's delicious.
Just look, I never really noticed, but if you look at her shadow as she's taking them up there.
Yeah.
Also, all the dead fish lining the walls.
And then the music changes.
Also, little tidbit, but it would not be an oven because of when the original story was. It would have been she stuffed them in the fireplace.
Right fit. And that's not even an oven, that's a stovetop.
Oh dang, she's just cooking up a storm.
I mean, if you can do all of this, why wouldn't you just lift them up with your magic and throw them in?
Had them all stuffed up.
Or put them to sleep with a spell.
Uh-oh.
Long way.
Oh Lord!
Snake.
Candy cane cobras.
Jesus! Cookie bites?
Very brittle.
What the hell is that?
Taffy
lemonade?
wave.
I would have said pink lemonade. Or icing.
Okay, it was icing.
Like in cartoons, icing is treated as either solid or liquid. It varies.
Depends what they need.
Oh Lord. But you didn't need that cane before.
Girl, the cage is
left
open.
the door open.
Oh, he's playing. He's playing her.
Oh!
Danny's vicious.
He got hooked by the cane.
Of course she is. It's Minnie, and she was after, and that was about to cook her husband, or at least her boy. She couldn't let that happen.
And that is a huge oven.
So she became what? The spirit of fire?
Probably.
This honestly would have made a good Kingdom Hearts level.
I could see it.
Although I don't think the witch would have survived trying to eat Sora.
Of course she wouldn't.
Got put out that quickly?
Best way to stop a fire is to smother it.
Fair point.
Apparently it didn't work.
We saw fire coming out of you from without her, so. But yeah.
Too comfortable. Seriously, I don't understand. They could just eat the house.
Now the best.
Oh, here we go.
Okay, quick thing. For anyone who doesn't know, the hat Mickey's about to adorn is seriously next level magic. It's why like Mickey was not prepared enough to use it properly, and that's why the magic went out of control. And all he did was enchant some brooms.
That hat's got some serious major mojo.
The issue with the broom is that you never put a stop code.
In this, it is seriously downplayed. I have had like conversations with people of like whether or not like Mickey with the hat, like how powerful is he and all that stuff, and people always point to this saying like, well, like Jafar was easily able to handle it. It's like, no, because this, if they were allowed to go full out with it, Mickey would be marching in there with an army of brooms, and the brooms would be beating all the villains. And even if the villains broke them, snapped them, burned them, they would just come back and multiply.
The chairs would be attacking.
Yeah, he could literally do like Enchantress level.
Not only that, you could just summon a flood and wash them all out.
The only ones of the villains that would probably be able to give that level of power a run for its money would be Cherubong, Hades, Maleficent possibly, and maybe the Mad Madam Mim.
And Ursula.
And Ursula.
But no, they have him fight Jafar, who doesn't even go into his genie form, and like all they do is like throw fireballs at each other back and forth. This fight
magic baseball.
This fight is the weakest thing of the special. Like they really should have put
the build-up is badass.
This build-up has been amazing. The special episode, whatever you want to call it, has been positively amazing. I love Mickey's House of Villains, and to see like all the villains like interacting with each other. Could there have been more? Yes. Could there have been like so much more? Yeah. But again, that comes down to they needed more time, more budget, all that stuff. Like, if you just stuck the landing with this fight, it only bothers me more because the hat is, like, next level freaking magic.
From Once Upon a Time, it's on the level of the Dark One's dagger.
Yeah, which is a reference I'll happily accept, because sometimes Once Upon a Time, like, either overhypes or underhypes certain things. No, the hat is supposed to be of that, and it just bothers me. But we can continue.
Disney categorized items, the hat is on the same level as the lamp with the genie in it.
And the Keyblade, honestly.
Yeah, and the Keyblade. Like, they really underplayed what this hat could do. It's literally the Sorcerer's Apprentice hat. This hat is like unstoppable with magical
It's
power.
not even an apprentice hat. It is the hat.
As much as
Yen
we
Sid.
hate on Yen Sid, he does have power.
For those of you who don't know, Yen Sid, I want you all to take a read. For those in the comment section, I want you all to spell that name out. Y-E-N-S-I-D. Think about it. What is Yen Sid's if you hold it up to the mirror?
Yeah. Fun fact about that fame, that actually wasn't intentional.
You think?
No, it wasn't.
just
Like,
looking at-
there's documentaries of the people who worked on it actually admitting that the whole thing about Yen Sid being you-know-who was actually not an intentional thing. It just happened to turn out that way.
That also is like a callback to Animaniacs, because they did like E equal MC squared backwards is Acme. They did like a behind the scenes thing, and like I think like a kid thought like it kind of looked like Acme, so they did the whole episode with it. Sometimes coincidences just work out.
Yep.
But
Honestly, this scene is really underplayed because could literally had the club come alive to fight the villains.
If it wasn't in the budget to do that, fine. At least summon the brooms, because they're basically immortal.
And they're already there.
Not to mention, you can clearly see that everybody senses Mickey putting that hat on and making his way towards them. They can sense and feel that power.
The issue revolves more so around how the House of Mouse was handled.
You can tell. Look how they're reacting when they see him with that hat on. They know Mickey is serious.
Mickey would look like he was ready to fight.
I hate this. It turns into a f***ing baseball game.
I can actually sort of enjoy this. Mostly because it's just like, the House of Mouse is not ever meant to be taken seriously, and that's kind of how it is for here. But this part, oh yeah, that's stupid.
No.
Minnie put the hat on.
Okay, this is...
What?
Okay, pause it right here.
What?
So, remember what I was saying before about Genie being stuck in there?
Yeah.
This is why Aladdin gives them Genie's lamp, not Jafar's lamp, Genie's lamp. You know what I mean? But here's something else to point out. Something I realized actually while watching this. Throughout the entire special, we saw a lot of other Aladdin characters. Jafar, Jasmine, the Sultan, Abu, Genie. We never saw Aladdin in that while inside the club. So him just
Also,
popping out now actually works out in terms of continuity. But why? I'll never understand.
Also, something people have pointed out that I've noticed, that once the villains take over, Max is basically erased from the special.
Oh, that's true!
He's probably just kicked out.
Okay, what Mickey's about to do does make a lot of sense, because technically, Genie's lamp is empty.
And it would take all of them to match the full power of a genie.
But here's the thing. He needed to still have the hat. If you combine the power of the hat with the lamp, you could turn the lamp into a prison for all the villains.
At least until the next episode.
I love the fact that the first two to run from the lamp aren't even the magical ones. That the first
It's
two to...
Cinderella.
And then Ursula runs. And
Because they heard.
Hold on a second. I just realized something. Hades is Zeus's brother as well as Poseidon.
Yep.
So Ursula is Hades' niece.
Technically, yes.
Yes.
Okay then.
I love how Cruella's the first one gone.
It's gone. Like, Cruella's like, nope. She is literally the first one gone before any of them.
Like, she road
Which is funny. Here's the thing. Cruella never got into jail. At least not that I'm aware of.
No, they took her
In
to
the live action, yes. And the animated, I don't think so.
Nope.
No, she got arrested in the animated sequel, Patch's London Adventure. Actually got put in a straitjacket and everything.
And instantly the club's back.
I still wish the fight scene had been a bit longer. Like, I wanted to see a real magic battle.
Orange,
Here's my idea.
purple,
Do a
black.
very goofy scene, and then we can have that battle.
Thank you, Tank.
And look, there's
all the
Zeus.
Hey, look, it's the
Hey, Zeus.
ranger and the bear that annoy Donald over the fish.
Yep, Humphrey. And I don't remember the ranger's name, unfortunately. I'm more interested in Jose Carioca and Panchito.
And there's Meg
Donald's
behind
friend.
them.
The three caballeros, yes, three caballeros. Birds of a feather.
There's Meg.
There's Meg.
Hey, Meg.
Pinocchio, Dumbo's mouse friend, and I can't tell who these two are.
I think that's Figaro. At least I'm hoping it's Figaro. Because the silhouette also kind of makes it look like Maleficent.
Aw, it was nothing. Anything to make sure we have a happy Halloween. Aw, nice costume, Donald. But Goofy already beat you to it.
Where did they get Jafar's clothes?
Yeah, they probably
really
have
want to know that
costumes for each
answer?
other.
There's actually a couple ways. One, the three good fairies, because they can make clothes.
True.
They could just have the costumes because it is a Disney club, so chances are they probably do have costumes of all the characters.
And technically, Yen Sid in Kingdom Hearts magicked up new clothing, if I remember correctly, or maybe it was the three good fairies as well.
The three fairies in Kingdom Hearts 2, and it's
Okay.
not on screen, but it said they made them in KH3.
They did.
Okay.
Because in Kingdom Hearts 3, they made new clothes for everybody.
The other one is Cinderella's fairy godmother, because she can make anything with the wand.
Yeah.
As long as it's not before midnight.
The other one is Genie, because he enchanted, magicked up Aladdin's princely outfit very easily.
That too.
But yeah, poor Max. He was like in the opening with the Cave of Wonders, and then once the villains took over, we don't see him again.
To be fair, that's kind of par for the course for House of Mouse. It's like, you see Max usually at the beginning where people come in, but other than that, he rarely ever has a role unless this episode is specific to him. Like when he and Goofy switch jobs, or the Roxanne episode.
Or the car episode.
Yeah, that too.
But that was the Mickey's House of Villains. Let's do our rating. Because it's a special, it's out of 10. I'll give it a 6 out of 10 because of the ones that just didn't fit in the anticlimactic battle.
I would have to disagree with you there, Kings. I would say at least an 8 out of 10, honestly, because even though there were some shorts that didn't really fit the Halloween-y vibe, they were still for the most part enjoyable, with one arguable exception, in my opinion. And even though the fight was anticlimactic, I still kind of enjoyed it up until the end, and it's more so seeing the hat again after so long kind of just gets me more excited than actually seeing it in action. But I would put this at 7.5 out of 10, I guess would be better. 7.5. It could have been better. Definitely. The thing is that House of Mouse has always been split up between the shorts and the in-between sections, and most people I've seen say they like the in-between sections more so than the actual shorts. But since that's how they got around making the budgets, most of the shorts were already used before for different shows like Mickey's Mouse Works. If we had more of the in-between interactions rather than just the shorts, then I think it would have been better. And we might have had more time for an actual Mickey versus Jafar fight.
I'm giving it an 8 out of 10. I really do love this special. It's great. As far as like a lot of people talk about the inconsistencies of the House of Mouse, I do think that falls under like the animation team, because more than likely there was not a group talking back and forth to say, okay, Jasmine's here, she can't appear in any other scene. They probably had a lot of different animators working on multiple scenes throughout the thing. That's probably why like this scene was done by this animator, so it had characters here, 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 and here. And for like this next scene, it had characters here, 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 and here. So that's probably why like there's a change up. It is inconsistent, but that's why like episodic series Bibles, as well as communication between both the writing staff and the animation staff, is very important. Because odds are, like, the writing staff probably didn't have much of a say on what went into this special, because if they knew which characters they could for sure use, which voice actors they could get back, which characters they could write scenes and dialogue for, if that was done, I think the special would not only be longer, it would be better. So that, to me, is like why there's 1 point off, as well as the other point off is, as I said, because of the Sorcerer's Apprentice hat. And even if you want to like argue about like whether the fight was okay enough. If you know the magic of the hat, in my opinion, it's not. They should have done more, they could have done more, or they should have planned to do more, because all it really does is, like, it sucks up Jafar, and yes, he was the one who cast the spell, so him being sealed was the titular defeating of the villains, but they kind of set it up where it's like, there's all these villains in this house, and that's how they overwhelm the heroes, and all we see is Jafar get taken out. So the turnaround of just like, okay, Jafar's caught, Tink fixes the sign, we don't even get like a scene of like all these villains running out of the club. Something like that would have been like simple, and then you could have included Max, like even have like one final scene of like Max getting the Headless Horseman's horse so he can run off into the night. It'd be a way to include Max. I'm sorry, I do like Max, and he gets shafted a lot. So for me, 8 out of 10.
Honestly, I love it. Like, I grew up with the House of Mouse and the Halloween episode, but looking back at it from this perspective, some of the episodes weren't really Halloween, but they were, I guess, scary at the time. When you think about it, you're younger and everything, and certain ones might seem a bit more scary from the way you're looking at it, like the automatic house suddenly coming alive and taking control of your life, because Lord knows Disney made an entire movie out of that, and then everything else in between with it. Like, and then the fight scene. The fight scene between Mickey and Jafar, when I was younger, was pretty impressive. Like, okay, they have duel, yeah, that's cool, sweet, throwing fireballs back and forth. But then, after being exposed to a lot of other shows that take magic to a higher level when it comes to fighting, and just knowing how strong that hack is, after seeing The Sorcerer's Apprentice and then knowing what all can be done with it, it kind of feels like it was underwhelming at the very best. There was so much they could have done with the hat and with Mickey and Jafar fighting, but they just chose not to do it, either for the sake of time or because they just didn't have the time to do so. But regardless of it, I still enjoy it nonetheless, and I'm going to give it, at the very least, an 8. Much like Paper, I'm going to give this an 8.
I'm going to change mine to 8 too. This feels appropriate.
And yeah, to piggyback on what you just said, Fame, like, we have seen, regrettably, that certain things like don't get added in to like Disney projects, like the botched execution of how Wish worked, how Once Upon a Studio, like if they had just given it like more time, budget, and energy, like it would have been amazing. Heck, I don't think Power Rangers was a Disney property when they were doing the Megaforce season.
Nope.
But as far as like how any of these big companies work, many of these Power Ranger voice actors would have come back had they been asked, and the studio had tons of time. They knew what they were going to be doing. They had time to get in contact with the voice actors and say, hey, can you do this? Hey, can you do that? Hey, can you do that? I don't know if there's like a behind the scenes of like breaking down of like this special, but odds are what kind of happened is they focused on specific voices they could do and for sure get. Because, like, obviously, Guilford Gottfried always voices Iago for anything. Hades is always voiced by his voice actor, which he had a couple of things. But they focused on Jafar, and, like, it all works out. But it does feel like a shame, because, like, when you see, like, what they've done before and done after, you kind of see a trend of they're not putting much faith in certain specials and, like, kind of giving the budget that it needs or the time it needs to run. Well, yes, we're like knocking it a little bit. It's 8 out of 10, guys. Like, we still love this special. It's still like a treat to watch every Halloween, flaws and all.
Yeah.
It strokes that like little nostalgic harp in your heart. But thanks again to Z for joining us. I hope this was fun.
Oh, definitely.
Shame you didn't get to join us for watching Trick or Treat, Scooby-Doo.
It's fine.
You mean the acid?
No, the one where Coco Diablo shows up.
Oh yeah, Velma's woman crush.
I think she passed
one of many
when she melted her glasses.
But you can look forward to that. If you want to see that one, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell button so you get alerted when we update new posts. Or if you subscribe to our Patreon, you will get an email each time we post something, and Patreon comes out first, so you can get it a little bit early. But until next time, ciao everybody.
Bye.
Happy Halloween series.
ETFN, ta-da for now.